Hey guys, Coach Julien here. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the RRSP and RESP programs. I'm going to go through some similarities and differences and also tell you which one is best mathematically based on a set of assumptions. So stay tuned. Hi, I'm Coach Julien. I'm here to help people out with money matters, such as saving money, investing money, and also planning and budgeting. If this kind of topic interests you, sign up to my channel, subscribe, hit the bell button, and you'll get notified whenever I upload new videos. So RRSP or RESP, which one is better? I'm assuming you have kids and you have some money to invest. Where are you going to put it? In the RRSP, or are you going to put it in the RESP? Let's talk about similarities and differences first, very quickly, because I have other videos on RRSPs and RESPs that go through in a lot of detail these programs. You can watch those after this video, but the focus of this video won't be to drill down on these programs. I'm just going to quickly give you some similarities and differences. I'm going to show you graphically which one performs better over a 20-year time frame after tax, and then I'll give you my conclusion as to which one is better. First thing is they both have limits. The RESP has limits per year. Up to $2,500 deposit will attract grants. Beyond that, you're not going to attract any grants. So there's a cap per year on the grants. The RRSP room, as you probably know, grows based on the previous year's taxable income, and there's a cap at around $27,000 to $28,000 a year. Again, my videos go through all that in a lot of detail. You can look at those after this video. The RESP program is limited at $50,000 per child, and the federal grant tied to the RESP program is capped at $7,200. One similarity is both earn investment income tax-free. So let's talk about the deposits. When you put money in the RRSP, that deposit reduces your taxable income and therefore you pay less taxes, but you pay taxes when you take money out. When you deposit money in an RESP program, you'll get a federal grant. 20% of your deposit up to a maximum of $500. And usually, depending on the province you're in, provincial government will give you some grant as well. In Quebec, the grant is 10% of the deposit up to $250. So in Quebec, if you put $2,500, you could get up to $750 of grant money, which is equivalent to 30%. That's quite interesting. Let's talk about taxation. The RRSP is taxed fully on withdrawals. So if you take $200,000 out of your RRSP, you're going to be taxed like a salary at a very high rate. So you get a tax break when you put money in, but you got to pay taxes when you take money out. RESPs, first thing is your original contribution is never taxed because that's after tax money. Otherwise it would be double taxation. What is taxed, however, is the investment income and the grant money, but only when you take money out. And here's one of the key differences. The RRSP money withdrawals are taxed on you, so usually at a high tax rate. The RESP, however, is taxed on your child, and usually your child takes the money out when they need it, which is when they're going to school. And usually when they're going to school, they're focused on school and they're not necessarily earning a lot of money. If they're not earning a lot of money, they're paying very little tax, if any. There's the advantage. When you take money out of the RESP, you're only taxed on the investment income and grant portion, and it's taxed on your child. Let's talk about expiry. The RRSP expires when you turn 71. The RESP expires on the 36th year after its opening. All that is covered in my other videos if you take a look. I think it's important to go through some assumptions. So before I show you the graph that compares, the after-tax value of an RRSP versus an RESP, I'm going to give you some of the assumptions that I used. I always recommend that you crunch your own numbers, get advice for your specific situation. You can get advice from me. You can get advice from another financial advisor, an accountant, or whatever, portfolio manager. If you want to book some time with me, there's a link to my Calendly in the description of the video. Make sure to download these free guides or free documents. They're available in the description of the video. You'll find links. The first document is a step-by-step guide for beginner do-it-yourself investors. And I also have a document on how to save money, critical habits to build wealth, stuff that I wish I knew when I was way younger. So here's a core of the video. We have a graph showing the difference between the RESP and RRSP programs based on the assumptions that we looked at. So we're talking about the $2,500 contribution in the RESP program and the RRSP program. The RRSP money tax break is invested in a regular account. The RESP money attracts the federal and provincial grants. And you can see that there's few thousand, we're talking maybe $30,000-$40,000 difference between the RESP and the RRSP. So in conclusion, the RESP is by far the #1 choice. Grant money is free. Contributions are not taxed. You can take those out anytime, tax-free. Child is taxed when the investment income and or grants are withdrawn, and usually that means 0 taxes if you plan it right. So that's the key word, if you plan it right. You got to plan, just like RRSPs. You need to plan your withdrawal strategy, because if you don't, it can be costly. Oh, here's a trick. Say you have 2 children. Okay, one is enrolled in a post-secondary education program, the other not yet, they're younger. What you could do is you could take money out from one child, original contributions, and deposit it in your younger child's RESP. And this way, the same contribution will attract grants. And if you have 3 children, the same contribution is going to attract triple the grant. So that's a technique I talk about in one of my videos. Make sure to understand that. If you don't get that, book a one-on-one with me, because it's pretty important. 2, if your TFSA and RESPs are maxed, then you can put it in an RRSP. So that's my recommendation, and get advice, guys, because every situation is different. Cool. So if you want to book a one-on-one with me, you can do that. There's a link to my Calendly in the description of the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, make sure to like it and make sure to subscribe to my channel, because I've got more content coming. Thanks for watching, folks, and we'll see you real soon.